In my previous video, I discussed about diatomic molecule behaving as a simple harmonic oscillator during vibrations. But there are certain limitations, like diatomic molecule with simple harmonic oscillator. It fails to explain the higher vibrational states. So that requires correction, because in harmonic oscillator, experimentally if you see the vibrating, this energy level, it goes on decreasing in harmonic oscillator also, but they are always represented by equal spacing. Secondly, overtones and combination terms, they are also observed, but the harmonic oscillator does not explain that fact. So it is necessary that the diatomic molecule should be considered as an harmonic oscillator. Now in this video I will be discussing about anharmonicity. So before that I will just revise what we discussed in harmonic oscillator, like this is represented by a parabola and this is the 0 point energy. So if we consider a molecule, let us say HCl, we are considering Cl here and H at this distance. So this point from here to here, that will be the equilibrium distance. Now there are two chances: either the bond is stretched, so it will move up to here, or bond is compressed, it will move up to here. So either this will be the bond length or this will be the bond length. In either case, if you see the potential energy, that is increasing, this side also and this side also. So that is possible only with harmonic oscillator. But however, the molecules, we cannot take it as perfect harmonic oscillators, because when the molecule, you are stretching the bond and then allowing it to restore its original position, the bond gets distorted. So the molecule will deviate from the Hooke's law. So the molecule will deviate from the Hooke's law and it will form what is known as anharmonic oscillation. It is represented by this Morse potential energy curve, since P.M. Morse invented an empirical expression which was further confirmed by quantum mechanical approach. So this anharmonic oscillation, I will be explaining you. Let us consider a rubber band and just make two dots in that and stretch it. You will notice that when we stretch it, the atoms, they are just coming closer to each other. They approach each other. And when you are releasing the stretch, it appears as they are moving away from each other. So same thing happens with the molecule. When the molecule is stretched, the atoms, they approach each other. The vibrational forces will be greater, since when you are stretching it, there will be increased electronic cloud, and when you are releasing the stretch, what is happening is the electronic cloud, it decreases as the molecules, they are moving away from each other. So that process, it will make the bond weaker. So we have seen that in anharmonic oscillation, the differences will consequently, it will go on decreasing as we approach to the higher level. Even at further higher level, it becomes so close that it do not follow the selection rule, that is energy vibration is plus minus 1, because transitions, they become very easy as they are very close to each other. So when this bond is stressed continuously, so molecule, it will dissociate as the bond become weak and it ruptures. So this energy, that is known as bond dissociation energy, that we will represent by dE. Now when the transitions, they are taking place from 0 level to 1, that is known as the fundamental transitions. Fundamental band you will get, and it gives the maximum information while structural interpretation. And when the transition is taking place from V0 to 2, the spectral lines, that will be known as first overtone. And when the transition, it is taking place from V0 to 3, that will be known as the second overtone. And if the transitions are such that it is already in the excited state, excited vibration, and that is further excited, so what we will get is hot bands. So individually, if you see, it will look like this, that is, there is equal spacing. In harmonic oscillator models, the hot bands, they are not easily distinguished from fundamental transitions, because the energy level they are equally spaced. Whereas in N-harmonic oscillators, since the spacing at higher energy level it goes on decreasing, the hot bands they will be occurring at lower frequencies than the fundamental band. We will now discuss various factors which are affecting the vibrational frequencies, because the band positions and the intensities they are affected, and there are many factors like coupled interactions, Fermi resonance, hydrogen bonding, ring strain, electronic effects are there like inductive effect, mesomeric effect, and so on, and constitutional isomerism, even stereoisomerism is responsible, tautomerism. So we'll be discussing few of them. Like first I will talk about the coupled interactions. In case of when you see when two bonds they are oscillating, they will share a common atom, and they almost never behave as individual oscillators unless the individual oscillation frequencies they are quite different. Let us talk about the carbon dioxide, in which there are two CO with common carbon. So if you see CO2 has two fundamental stretching vibration, one is asymmetrical, another is symmetrical. The asymmetrical it will be occurring at higher frequency. Moreover, the symmetrical stretching vibration they cause no change in the dipole moment of the molecule, so you can say it is IR inactive, but Raman active it is. And in asymmetrical stretching, the two carbon to oxygen bonds they stretch out of plane. One CO bond it stretch as the other contract, so it will be producing change in the dipole moment, so it is IR active. This type of absorption it occurs in shorter wavelength, or you can say higher frequency. So generally we get this stretching at 2350 centimeter inverse. So this difference in the carbonyl absorption frequency that is exhibited by carbon dioxide molecule, that is because of the coupled interaction. Then let us talk about the Fermi resonance. Fermi resonance, if we see, sometimes it may happen that the energy of the overtone level it is just coinciding with the fundamental mode of different vibrations. So this resonance is known as the Fermi resonance. It is a special case of mechanical coupling, and as you see that overtones they are just twice the wave number. So it is a vibration of larger amplitude which is produced by relatively small vibrations, where molecule will transfer its energy from the fundamental vibration level to the overtone. If you see here, if you see the IR spectrum of ketone, you will see carbonyl stretch at you can see here we are getting at 1715, and twice of that a small peak we are getting at 3430 centimeter inverse. Similarly, if you see the aldehyde CH stretching, they appear as doublets at 2820 and 2720. That is due to the interaction between the CH stretching and the overtone of the CH bending. Now in this spectrum you can see the bending vibration of the aromatic CH bonds, which is somewhat at 865 centimeter inverse, and the overtone of the carbonyl, which is at 1730. It coincides, they both coincides, and the band you can see the band it is split by the Fermi resonance. So we are getting two frequencies, one at 17560 and other at 1720. Next factor is the hydrogen bonding. It occurs in any system that is having proton donor group or proton acceptor group. The strength of the hydrogen bond it is at its maximum if proton donor group, and the axis of lone pair orbital, they are collinear. Stronger the hydrogen bonding, greater will be the absorption's shift towards the lower vibrational frequency, and you will get what is a very broad and more intense absorption band. So frequencies of both stretching as well as the bending vibrations, they are altered due to this hydrogen bonding. If you see, if you compare the hydrogen bonding of NH and hydrogen bonding in OH, you will see that the hydrogen bonding of NH stretching of amines, it is affected as that of the OH, but frequency shift for amines, they are lesser than hydroxyl compounds, since nitrogen is comparatively less electronegative than oxygen. So hydrogen bonding in amines, that is weaker than that in the hydroxyl compounds. Now if you see that in a compound, two types of hydrogen bonding can be there, that is it can be intermolecular hydrogen bond or intramolecular hydrogen bond. So if you see intermolecular hydrogen bond, that is between two different molecules, that will give you more broadband, and intramolecular hydrogen bond, that will be sharp and well defined. Further, even by dilution we can distinguish between inter and intramolecular hydrogen bond, because intramolecular hydrogen bond, it remains unaffected on dilution, whereas in intermolecular hydrogen bond, bonds will be broken on dilution, and there will be decrease in the bonded OH absorption. And that is why you can see that if you take a neat sample of methyl ethyl ketone, that absorbs at 1715, whereas if you take 10% solution of ketone in methanol, it will be absorbing at slightly lower frequency, that is 17.6 centimeter inverse. Now let us discuss about various electronic effects, because change in the absorption frequency for a particular group takes place when the substituents you are going to change. Let us say inductive effect, plus I effect I will be discussing first. So introduction of alkyl group, that is plus I effect, that will help in the lengthening, or you can say the weakening of bond. And we have seen earlier force constant जो है, that is depending on the strength, force constant and strength of the bond, they are related to each other. So if the bond is stronger, greater will be the bond energy, so higher will be the force constant. So this is the relation between the force constant and the bond. So due to plus I effect, there is weakening of bond, therefore force constant will lower, and hence the wave number will decrease. So we will discuss this taking one example. See this example, that is of formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. So as you go on increasing the alkyl groups, that will result in the lengthening of or weakening of bond. So force constant will decrease, and hence the wave number of the absorption decreases. So you can see here plus I effect is there due to the presence of this alkyl group, and here two alkyl groups are there. So the carbonyl value, that is going on decreasing, that is due to the weakening of bond, or lowering the force constant value, that is lowered. And vice versa effect will be there, that is if electronegative group is there, that will cause minus I effect. So that will result in the bond order to increase, so force constant will increase and the wave number, that will increase. Now let us talk about the mesomeric effect. In this also there will be, in mesomeric effect, there will be lengthening or weakening of bond, that will lead to the lowering of absorption frequency. And conjugation with a double bond or benzene, it will again lower the stretching frequency. And we can see that even if you see the nitrogen and oxygen, since nitrogen is less electronegative than oxygen, so electron pair on nitrogen atom in amide will be more labile, and so it will participate more in the conjugation. So due to this greater degree of conjugation, the carbonyl absorption frequency that will be much less in amides as compared to that in the esters. So you can see there, due to this mesomeric effect, there is change in the carbonyl frequency. So I will be explaining few more examples. So here also, if you compare these structures, you can see that as the conjugation it is increasing, so that will cause. So you can see the example in this too. Conjugation with a double bond, it is lowering the stretching frequency. You can compare it here, or you can take these examples. So due to increase in the conjugation, there is lowering in the frequency. Now let us talk about the relative masses of the atoms, because if we increase the mass of the atom, increasing the mass of the atom which is undergoing oscillations within the group, that will tend to decrease the frequency, and increasing the strength of the bond and hence the force constant, that will tend to increase the frequencies. So if you see the intensities of the band of groups, like carbonyl is there, cyanide is there, then alkene is there. So carbonyl, it will be showing more frequency as compared to the cyanides, and that will show more than the alkenes. Or you can compare OH and NH.